Hi there and welcome to this video about elements of your website. My name is Robert Nichol and today we're going to be talking about your shopping cart. Now this is probably one of the most overlooked areas by people because there are so many generic shopping carts out there. People just assume that they are doing it right, but actually they're not. So I really want to talk to you about this because this is critical. This can change literally everything about your business. A quick example, and we talked about this in previous videos, is one of the clients that I've worked with. We identified a problem with their shopping cart where it wasn't rendering properly on mobile devices, and it's going to make them an extra 350,000 over the next year once implemented. So it's a significant thing by not having their shopping cart set up correctly. So what I'm going to talk to you today about is some of the key elements of what you need to do and what you need to have on there and how to do it right. And as usual, I've got my laptop, going to reference that because these are set systems I'm following which work and have been proven to work and have been tested by tens of thousands of businesses across multiple sites to improve overall conversions and reduce abandonment. So what is abandonment? Well, abandonment is people going to your cart, putting items in your shopping cart, getting to the point where they might actually buy and then going, actually, I don't want to. So something makes them abandon your cart. Now, the Baymard Institute did a study across 37 sources. Now, these are sources like Adobe and IBM who power some of the world's largest shopping carts. And they found that cart abandonment, it's easy for me to say, cart abandonment rates are 69.23%. So only 30% of people seeing a shopping cart are going to buy. The rest are going to go and run away from that. And in fact, in e-commerce and other areas, the figures can be significantly higher. So we need to find ways and strategies to reduce cart abandonment. So, I mean, think about it like this. If you're turning over £1 million a year and you improve your abandonment, say you've got an abandonment rate of 95%, then if you can just make it 90%, you double your profit instantly. You double your turnover, not necessarily your profit, but you can double your turnover almost instantly. So these incremental changes can make a massive difference. The example I talked about where the tweet that we made, the 350,000 over the next year, that's only going to be a 4 or 5% change in actual terms, but it actually represents a 50-60% upturn in revenue because of it. So it's significant, and that's just from one small tweak. So let's talk about what you need to do and some really good ideas that you can apply. Now, one of the things that's been tested quite a lot by the guys over at ClickFunnels and .com Secrets, a guy called Russell Brunson, is a two-step checkout. And it's the kind of thing they swear by, although you should always test different shopping carts to see what would work best for your business. But typically, two-step is incredibly effective. So what is two-step? Well, two-step, what you need to do is your first page, it's the first step, is you ask people to enter their name and their shipping address and a phone number or email address. They then click to next. And on the next step, you get their billing information and you show them the final price. Now, what this does is if they then abandon at the point of the price, which is when most people actually abandon when they see actually it's going to cost me this much, I decided I don't want to spend the money anymore, you've got their contact information. So it means you can then go ahead and have an abandonment sequence. Sorry, hard to say again. And what I mean by that is you can then follow up with people who were going to buy and didn't buy, and get in touch and say, hey, I saw you were going to buy. Why didn't you buy? Can I help you in some way? And by doing this, you can then increase the amount of people who would be making that initial transaction with you. So that's a two-step cart process. You also on your page want to have some key elements. So you want to have the guarantees on there. You want to have a cast iron guarantee. So if you don't love this product, you can return it and we'll give you a full refund and have a set period of time for that. It could be 30 days, could be 90 days, could be 60 days, whatever works for your product or business. But what this does is it then allays the fear, the pre-buyer remorse. So they're about to put their credit card information in and you'll say, well, actually, don't worry. We guarantee everything, so don't worry about it. And just reaffirms in their mind that you can be trusted and that they should go ahead and make that transaction. You also want to have your delivery information on there, so how much delivery is going to be, and if it's free, make sure it's really, really obvious on there. Have free written in big writing on there because everyone loves free, people love free delivery, and again, it helps to engender that trust and to get them over that step of actually entering their credit card information. Also, you want to have your testimonials on there, third-party proof, credibility. It builds credibility and it helps reassure them that they're making the right choice in spending their money with you. And the final element you want to pop on there is security, and actually show them, although obviously your page will be, I say obviously, but your page legally must be secure in order to take transactions online, whether you're using a third party or on your actual website. But make it obvious to the people that it is secure by having a padlock on that and secured by whoever it's secured by, and making sure they know that their transaction is 100% secure, because it is a concern for people. So if you add those elements and look at those elements on your actual page, try testing them, and they should make a real big difference if you aren't doing them already. If you're doing them already, they're fantastic. I'd love to hear how they're going for you. If you're not, please apply them, and I believe you will make it will make a big difference for you and really, really help with your cart abandonment. And that's it for this video. And tomorrow we will move on to another video about website elements and how to improve them.